Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Today we have Sue Fleckenstein. Is that how you pronounce it?
Fleckenstein, yeah.
Yes, Fleckenstein. That sounds German. Is that German?
It's German-Hungarian,
Oh,
yes.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have Sue Fleckenstein on the show with us today. Hi, Sue. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Well, okay, so let's fire away. Sue, tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you got started online.
Well, I've got on started online about 4 years ago, and I tried to do affiliate marketing. Like I just tried lots of different ways of trying to make some money online because I'd gotten laid off from my job, so I was just trying to, get a new source of income coming in. So I started off with affiliate marketing, and I joined. I think the site was called Wealthy Affiliate.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, and in there they had a job board. And I kept on looking at it, and I noticed that people were looking for people to write articles. Well, and I loved writing. I've always loved writing. My favorite thing at school was English. So I thought, well, I can do that. So, yeah, because the affiliate marketing wasn't bringing in any cash. So so I started writing articles for people. And that just kind of started me off on freelance writing. That was the only place I ever kind of looked for some clients. From there, I got some repeat clients, and then I posted on another site that was similar to Fiverr, but you could charge more for your work. And then I picked up a client that I've had for the last 3 years. And yeah, so once I did that, I never looked back. I just started making money with articles all the time. So that was basically how I got started. And then I've discovered PLR, which is private label rights content, which the nice thing about that is that I can write the article packs or reports one time and I can sell them to 100 people or more. Whereas if you're doing freelance writing, you write one thing for one person, so you really run into, you can only write so much per week, so you put in a cap on your income that way. And so then what I did too is I started up a PLR store, but I was doing the freelance writing at the same time. So of course I didn't get much content put on it at all. And then this year, just in January of this year, I decided to quit freelance writing altogether and just concentrate on my store. And it was a very nerve-wracking thing to do because I was giving up regular income, but now looking back, it was the best thing I ever did because I'm making a lot more money and I'm getting new customers every week, and it's been really good.
Yes, I went
Yeah,
on. Is that by PLR today? That
that's
is your
correct.
website,
Yes,
yes.
that's my website. Yeah.
Yeah, I went on it and I looked through the testimonials and it was just, it's nice. It's a very nice website and you've done quite a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean, it just got revamped about a year ago, and I just put on a new shopping cart that works a lot better now. So it was all like trial and error, a lot of things to get to the point that where you're happy with everything. So yes, I mean, I like the way it's running now and the way it looks, and every week I'm putting out a new small pack on that store.
Okay, so PLR is a very competitive market. How did you find your niche, to decide on what you're gonna write about?
Well, at first, I took a course from Tiffany Lambert. She has the PLR Mini Mart, and I kind of just followed her outline at first. And she writes a lot of content on like tons and tons of different subjects. But then you always have, as you know, because at then I was still writing my own content, so I kept on. Like there's always things that you like to write better, like topics that you prefer. So I like the health stuff and self-improvement. So that is where I always just ended up writing more of that type of stuff than anything. So then last year when I redid the website, I just went down to the 4 basic categories, which is the health, the self-improvement, lifestyle, and then business PLR. So that's my main categories that I have on there now.
Tell us a little bit more about how you released your first WSO or your first product on, was it JVZoo? Did you start out on JVZoo?
No, it was over on the Warrior Forum.
Okay.
And yeah, and again, like I was following Tiffany's outline that she had then, and it was just, yeah, I put up a little sales page. It wasn't much of anything, but it was a lot easier, 4 years ago, I think,
Yes.
than it is now to release a product. I don't think then they had the Warrior Plus or anything. It was just you had to do it straight directly,
Yes.
like you paid your $40 or whatever it was back then, and then you put straight on the Warrior Forum.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was just trying to connect with people to get affiliates, because that's the biggest thing now is, I could go run one over there, but if you have no affiliates, your sales are not going to be very big at all.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so that was one thing that I learned over the time was, okay, I can keep on putting packs out, but if you've got no affiliates, you're not going to get the sales. So then I had to stop and, try and connect with other PLR sellers and people that would be your affiliate. And that made a huge difference too.
So would you say that connecting with people, would that be on Facebook mostly?
It was on Facebook, on Skype, in some Skype groups, in another forum that I'm in. So it was just like all over the place. And actually the person that I ended up doing the long-term freelance writing for, he owned a PLR store.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was writing PLR for him and me at the same time. But he helped me big time. He gave me tons of tips and advice and he kind of connected me with some other people too.
Okay.
So now I'm in a group of people that, it's a Facebook group and there's quite a few PLR sellers in there, and then we all kind of promote each other's products when they come out.
Mm-hmm. So they would serve as your affiliates. They would then promote to their lists.
Yes.
Okay. So you don't necessarily rely on outside affiliates.
Well, I do. Well, if I'm launching on JVZoo, then you target those affiliates that only like to use that because they get the instant payments. Mm-hmm. But on my Buy PLR Today site, I also have a separate affiliate program, which I pay out weekly, and so people can promote me through that one. And every time somebody buys a package, they're going to get the 50% commission. So that's an ongoing thing. Okay. So I have affiliates in that program, but then I have the ones that prefer, the JVZoo products.
Okay, great. So what would you say, how has your mindset changed from before you started creating this PLR to how you are now, how you feel and how you portray yourself? Yeah.
You have to have confidence in yourself, and you have to believe in what you're doing and know that, this is what I want to do. Because, I did that thing too where, you start writing packs for your store, but then you kind of get distracted or sidetracked by, well, I'll go try this product came out, well, maybe I can make money that way. And so yes, I went through that where you got very distracted for a few months, but every time I came back, it was like I liked doing the PLR, I liked writing the products, and when I did sell the stuff, I got wonderful testimonials from people. Mm-hmm. So I would just say you've got to focus on what you know you're good at, have confidence that what you're putting out is good, and then everything else just kind of falls into place.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us about the product, especially the front end, how much it is, and just generally what the product is all about.
Okay. Well, this is next week's product, you mean?
Yes, the one that you're launching on the
Tuesday.
4th. On the 4th,
yes.
Right? 4th of August.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's being launched on JVZoo. It's plant-based diets. And so the front end is selling, it's on a dime sale. It's starting at $17. And it includes 2 main reports. I've got articles in there. I've got product reviews. And I've also done PowerPoint product review videos because people like those. Mm-hmm. I've got emails, autoresponder series for the reports, and then there's things like social posters, there's tweets, banners, graphics, all that kind of stuff. So it's a fairly large pack for the $17.
Yes, it is a massive pack.
Yeah, it is. Yes. Yeah, and then the upsell is another pack on not so natural foods, which is how many times you're eating food that you think it's healthy and natural, and then you discover is not so good for you as you thought. Mm-hmm. So that's a little bit, it's a little bit smaller pack, and it starts at $12 and it goes up on a dime sale too. And it's basically the same outline. It's a report that you can use as a giveaway report. There's emails included in that report that promote the plant-based book, so you can sell the plant-based book to your customers. Mm-hmm. And it's got the posters and tweets and some more, and another PowerPoint slide and a video in there too.
Okay.
So there's tons of content altogether.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, you mentioned that the health related PLRs, do they sell well? Is there a very big demand for health more than, say, any other thing? What's your experience?
Well, I think it depends on like who's on your list. Like for my particular list, I find the health stuff is the best seller. I mean, but then I can also promote some self-improvement topics, and they sell quite well. Like some basic business things, like I just did a guide for getting started with WordPress. And I did a whole series of, I think it was 25 internet marketing general emails, and that sold really well too. So you have to, so it's hard for me to say, this is the best niche to go into, because it all depends on your list and what, they just seem to, like my list just likes health stuff a lot. So that's kind of where I tend to promote the most. And when I do JV Zoo launches, I find the health products, for me, they sell the best.
Okay, great. Is there anything you'd like to add? Maybe I didn't ask that you would like to before the launch. Just let whoever listens to this know about your product that you're launching.
Well, it's all brand new content. It hasn't been released before. I'm offering 50% commissions on the front end and the upsell, and yeah, I mean, and after usually 10 days, I usually put the price up. So it's going to be the lowest price that you can get it for right now as well. So if anybody wants to promote, they just have to go to the JV page.
Yes.
And they can sign up there, or they'll find it on JV Zoo as well.
Okay. My reader base is defined as want to be entrepreneurs. They know what they want to become, but they don't know how to get there. What golden nugget would you impart to them that will help them on their way to achieve success?
Like I said before, you have to stay focused, and try one thing and give it a good 6 months. Yeah, don't start from
not 2 days.
Yeah, not 2 days. If you decide, hey, you know what, I want to start a PLR store, then set it up, and if you can, put the money out to get the proper shopping cart, and so that you look professional, and then stick with it and put out regular content. I mean, that's another, golden nugget I would share with anybody, no matter if you're doing affiliate marketing and you're doing reviews. Put content out regularly, because then people are going to start knowing who you are. Your name is going to show up a lot more, and you'll just get that exposure. And then you'll find that when you do launch a product and you're looking for affiliates, people already know your name. Because it was like last year too. Yeah, I mean, last year too, I went to a convention in Toronto, and even though I hadn't met people face to face, they all, oh, I've heard about you, I've seen your picture on Facebook, this and that. So they already kind of think we knew each other, even though we'd never met, which was a really nice feeling to have.
It is, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And all of that, just if you put in the time and the effort to brand yourself and just put in a bit of content, maybe once a day.
Because if you're doing PLR, then you're going to become known as PLR. But if you do PLR and then you do something else, people aren't going to associate you with any one thing.
Yes.
And so your name isn't just gonna. They'll be confused about what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just staying focused and give something at least 6 months to get going.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great advice. Thank you very, very much. It was so nice chatting with you, and I wish you all the best with the launch on Tuesday. I hope you get many JVs on board, and you get WSO of the day.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Okay,
right?
thank you.
Okay.
For sure, yeah.
Thank you so much, Sue, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.